dinner. We're making dinner here at the Young's house, and I am so excited to show you this recipe. Today I'm going to be making a buffalo chicken thigh recipe you're going to absolutely love. It's crispy, it's flavorful, and then it has that buffalo sauce on it. You know, kind of like you would make buffalo wings. This recipe is for anybody you feed it to, they're going to absolutely love it. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need just some chicken thighs. Now, I'm using the boneless, skinless, and I have washed them off using a little bit of lime juice, some salt and cold water. We've rubbed everything together. We give it a nice rinse, and we pat it dry with a paper towel, okay? If you don't have lime, you can use lemon or you can use apple cider vinegar as well. Really interesting ingredient that we're using today, some Karo syrup. If you don't have Karo syrup, you can always use honey or either sugar, okay? Your favorite hot sauce or buffalo sauce that we'll be using today, we're gonna use some mustard to give this chicken some great flavor. You hear me? And alongside of our chicken thighs, I gotta make up a can of baked beans, and we're gonna give them some good flavor, right? So I have some butter here. I'm gonna be making up a couple boxes of macaroni and cheese, and I have some spices that we're using. We have some, for our baked beans, we'll be using Chinese 5-spice, some cinnamon, some vanilla, some ketchup, and the sugar, of course. And then we have some salt and pepper, garlic and onion powder. We're gonna use some Old Bay seasoning, yes, to give this chicken some great flavor. And we got some parsley flakes along the way. Make sure your hands are clean. Cook dinner with. The first things we're gonna do is let's go ahead and season these boneless, skinless chicken thighs to perfection. I'm talking about make them taste good. You wanna taste that flavor. Not only just the buffalo sauce flavor, but you want the chicken to be flavorful, right? I'm going in with a super interesting ingredient, Old Bay seasoning. If you didn't know, Old Bay seasoning is used for more than just seafood. Try it on your chicken next time, and it is lovely. So I'm gonna put some Old Bay on here, just like so, and we'll let these spices kind of seep down into this beautiful protein for honestly at least maybe 15 minutes, okay? We're gonna put us some onion powder, only have a little tiny bit there, so let's use all of that. All right, beautiful. Some garlic powder, just like so. I'm only gonna season one side because it's so thin, you don't have to flip it over and season the other side. Let's go ahead and put us some black pepper, and we're gonna put us some salt. I always like to tell everybody, if you can't use the salt, it's okay to leave it out, right? It'll be just fine. Lovely. Once we let this set for a couple minutes, we're gonna double back, and we're gonna paint us some mustard onto the chicken. It's gonna give us spectacular flavor to this chicken. Let's go ahead. We're gonna put the mustard on. When you're using the mustard, you're making like a mustard fried chicken. It's not gonna give it a mustard taste, just trust me on that. But it does give it a umami taste. Make them say umami every time they will, because it's so lovely. All right, so I'm just gonna gently blot the mustard on just like so, making sure I don't rub my beautiful spices off, okay? So just kind of do a number like this with your silicone brush. Make up quick, simple baked beans. Baked beans is guaranteed to taste good, right? But it's so simple. We ain't putting these in the oven, right? Get you some baked beans and get the no-name brand, because it's going to be you that makes them taste good, not the can. Right? Absolutely, right? This is just a starter. Watch how we make it taste delicious quick. Okay, if you want to put like some onions and bell peppers in here, sure you can, right? It's a Thursday, I ain't doing all that, but I'm gonna give it some flavor, right? So look at that, I'm putting some cinnamon in here. That's a must. I'm gonna put some Chinese 5-spice. Most people usually don't have Chinese 5-spice, so if you don't, just put you a pinch or two of allspice. Tastes the exact same. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with some vanilla extract. You can put some mustard in here if you wanted to, okay? But I'm gonna use some ketchup. If you don't wanna use ketchup, you can always use a little bit of barbecue sauce. That's what really amps up the flavor, okay? And then I'm gonna put some sugar. I don't like my baked beans too sweet, but I want it to be sweet, right? So I figure about that much, we're good to go. I have an interesting way that I'm gonna flavor our beans today. I just have one piece of bacon. I'm gonna put the bacon in here. I'm not gonna fry it. There's most of the time when I make a big pan of baked beans, I'm frying up that bacon, getting it super crispy, right? We're not doing that today. We're putting the bacon in here, and once the bacon is cooked, it has released all the flavor. you know, the oil from the bacon and a lovely smoky taste. Once it's done that, you can pretty much take the bacon out and discard of it, okay? So let's give this a nice whirl around. I know I'm using tongs, but I don't know why I didn't bring any spoons, spatulas, or nothing over here. All right, lovely. Let's get this on, and we're just gonna turn it on low and let it simmer. Let's go ahead and dredge our chicken thighs that has sat with the mustard and the seasonings for about 15 to 20 minutes, okay? Lovely. We're just going to dredge it in regular all-purpose flour. Whatever kind of flour you have, you pretty much can use, okay? But one thing we're going to do, once you get it dredged, you shake that flour off just like this before it goes into the oil. In the meantime, let me show you how much oil I have in this pan. It's not a whole lot, but really it's about this much, okay? And I'm heating that up, and we're going to be cooking these chicken thighs on like a medium-high heat, because we don't want the outside to get too dark. We want it to be done, and you know that internal temperature will be 165 degrees, but we're looking for a beautiful golden brown color. Get started on our macaroni noodles. I'm going to use about 1.5 boxes of the noodles, and I'll use 2 full packets of that cheese sauce. Nice and hot. Make sure you get it hot enough, okay? And then we're going to shake that flour off, gently put it into the oil, and don't bother it from here. That sizzle right there means you're moving in the right direction. Make sure you don't have that heat up too high. Okay, lovely. It's going to begin to start smelling amazing in your house, trust me. Let's go ahead and get started on our amazing buffalo sauce. That's super easy to make. So now typically when I make a buffalo sauce, like for my chicken wings, I will use either sugar in my hot sauce or honey. I didn't want to do the sugar today. I didn't have any honey, but I do have Karo syrup. So you can use honey if you want. What we're going to do, we're going to use this whole bottle, okay? You always have to heat it up. You can do it in a microwave too if you want. I'm going to do it on top of the stove here, this whole bottle. And believe it or not, almost a whole stick of butter. It really kind of mellows out that heat, because I'm someone that really I can't take the heat. My husband loves the heat, but not me. So that'll balance it out, make it nice and rich tasting, right? We're going to go in with some Karo syrup, and we're not going to be shy. If you are using the sugar or even the honey, you're not going to be shy with it. You want a hint of sweetness going through this thing, okay? We just heat it up on low. Go ahead and take a peek in at our chicken. It's looking gorgeous. Of course, it's not ready to flip, but no worries, because you'll know when it's time to flip it. You'll see a golden brown ring towards the bottom. That's always going to be your indication, and go ahead and flip them over. Today's drink of choice is my hot water, and I don't know if y'all can see that, I have 2 slices of fresh ginger in here, and I have 2 cloves. And what I'll do is I'll drink this all day long. What I'm saying, this will be gone here in a couple minutes, right? But I'll leave that fresh ginger in there, and I'll also leave those cloves. I'll refill this with more hot water, and I'll continue to drink it. So the reason for using the ginger today is because it helps with bloating. And it is helped, like my stomach is like a flat board right now. I swear on this. I'm not telling none of y'all it'll work for you, because I don't know if it will. But it works for me, and I am drinking the hot water. Yes, I am. And I'm loving it, and I'm loving the benefits behind it. What I was telling everybody is I've been studying Chinese medicine, and they keep telling you, they tell you keep your feet warm, like always have socks and house shoes on. And like keep your organs warm by drinking the hot water, you know, not drinking those cold drinks all the time. And you like eat soups, like warm soups. And y'all listen to me, I've seen some good stuff. Y'all, I've seen some good stuff behind this hot water that I've been drinking. I'm so excited about it. Go ahead and make up some macaroni and cheese real quick. So I'm going to go in with some butter, about 3 tablespoons or however much you like, you know. Let's get that in there. And then I'm going to put some milk in. I got 2 packets of cheese sauce. I'm not going to use any extra cheese other than that today. I do need to grab my kitchen shears real quick. Go ahead and get that cheese sauce right in. Oh my goodness. Who doesn't love macaroni and cheese, y'all? It doesn't always have to be baked, right? Baked, and then you gotta wait an hour for it to cook in the oven. Don't nobody feel like doing that in the middle of the week. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna make you a good meal, you know. But it might not be homemade baked, you know, baked macaroni. But during those holidays and special times and birthdays and stuff, that's when I get down to make the homemade, you know. All right, lovely. Beautiful, look at this. Yum. In this pan. That's creamy. I love it like that.
We got that good color on there. Look at that. Are you kidding me?
There's nothing like having a fried, boneless, skinless chicken thigh. It is so succulent and juicy all the time. Oh yeah, look at that. I told you once this bacon has pretty much released its flavor into the beans, then we can discard of it. Most people don't like bacon that looks like this, right? So since it's cooked, it's released its flavor, we can discard of it, and we have lovely beans. They're done. The macaroni's done. The chicken, we're done. It looks amazing. I still got chicken cooking, but we're gonna go ahead and sauce these up for you guys. Look at that. Oh my goodness. You don't have to worry about no bones and no skin, because it's boneless, skinless. Watch this. Now watch this, y'all. Oh my goodness. Don't be afraid to get that sauce on there. Yes. And just pile it on the plate. My family is waiting right now with anticipation, and you should be too, because I know you're going to try this recipe, and you're going to love it. Continue to go ahead and dredge them. I always have sauce left over, and when I do, I just put it like into a little ramekin, or maybe a measuring cup, and then if they want more sauce, they can just put more sauce on it, okay? So lovely. Never throw this extra sauce away. We always keep it and use it for something, right? Sure we will. Look at that. I know. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on, tell your family and friends. Tell the world what Gina's doing every single day in this kitchen. And Father, on today, we thank you for this meal, your hedge of protection and your love. Amen. Come in close so they can see everything else. Stay tuned because we're going to taste. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to plate it up because I want to sit down with my family, but we will taste it. I'm going right in for these baked beans while we let the chicken cool down. Macaroni and cheese. And the chicken. Oh, make you some. Oh, you're going to love this.